had to turn off the thing so I didn't get in trouble with the copyright people. One person on already. Thank you. Thanks for joining us here on the internet. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. As soon as I get the microphone working properly. Ooh, okay. Yeah. I think it's working properly. Ooh, 13 people. Jeff, Yaga Cure, Richard, my Canadian princess, prince, king. I don't know. Maybe more of a title. Duke of Canada. Are you taking questions? Yes, Mister Yamaki. Yes, absolutely. We're taking lots of questions. Okay, the YT is set. Okay, so Hagacure. Hagacure? Hey man, I'm really early. You could consider reviewing the X Duo T8 10R, please. You got it. Is that a DAC headphone amp with a bunch of tubes all over it? Hey Scott, how are you? I like your penguin. Will, thank you, Mr. Yamaki. Will, good Thursday evening, Barry. Dinos, all the way from Greece. Wow. It's very nice of you to join us. Yeah. What are your opinion of mission speakers with the bottom tweeter? I haven't heard any missions. Martin says it. Yes, it's only one tube. Yeah, I'd love to take a look at that. Hello, Corey Wilkerson. Fun fact, my great grandfather was vice president of Capitol Records and signed the Beatles. That's pretty awesome. Do you get like a t-shirt or anything? Speaking of t-shirts, check out the Cheap Audio Man t-shirt. I don't know why it's backwards. Well, whatever. A Cheap Audio Man t-shirt. Available at your local Walmart. Just kidding. You spelled chief wrong on your shirt. Yeah, I did. Yeah. No spell check on the t-shirt designer. DH Lab has my initials. Oh, good gravy. There's Don. Don was telling me about really expensive cables. I made the mistake of asking him about some decent speaker cables. Do you have any t-shirts with Pomeranians on them? I'm writing that down. Hold on. Pomeranian t-shirts. It's backwards, whatever. Oh, there's Richard. What up, Rich? Richard. This shirt is hella metal. Yeah, they're available on the internet. Don, I'm not getting into it with you tonight. Can anyone clarify the tube can safely replace it? Okay, Chinese rectal. I don't even know. That's right. Free range, gluten free. They're working on a GMO free, but they haven't quite got there yet. Problems with Cheap Audio Man. Actually, that should be a segment. Just hold my Pomeranian and talk to her. Last time I came here, I asked you about the Kanto YU6s. Now I have them. And with that some EQ, they sound fantastic. You can test them. Actually, I got a couple of powered speakers in. Not the Cantus, but I'm going to try some powered speakers. Sure have a lot of dicks that watch your channel. Yeah. My palms are from the Ukraine. Ooh. Are they highly irradiated at the Port Chernobyl area? Irradiated. Now, I bet they'd be gluten free. Irradiated Pomeranians. That should be a sponsor. Chernobyl's irradiated Pomeranians. Beta gamma tested. There it is. Shane's got some chihuahuas. I always feel like the chihuahua's eyes are gonna pop out of their head. Like I don't feel like they're set back far enough in their skulls. Yeah, sneak up and then glow. Yeah, interesting fun fact. Every all the radioactive isotopes and sources that I dealt with never glowed. I think that's an urban legend. I think Madame Curie though sat beside some glowing radioisotope, and then she got deathly sick from cancer. Paul Presley Jr. Rainey, I'm patiently waiting. I've got a box of them. I need to get into it. Mm, 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 mm. Thanks for your channel. I chose the Wharfdale Diamond 12.2. Great speakers for metal and rock. Plenty of bass. Love them. Keep up more video. I'm going to put them up later. Got them right over there. Mm-hmm. That Ferris wheel, though. What? I don't know if I had a Ferris wheel. Musical Fidelity or Cambridge. Ooh. I don't have any experience with either of them. I know Sean over at Zero Fidelity just did a musical fidelity review. I know Mr. Andrew Robinson has done a Cambridge audio review. Not at Cambridge. Well, he did the DAC Magic, but he also did the musical fidelity. Yeah, musical fidelity. I almost bought a musical fidelity, but then I bought the Moon by Sim Audio, and that was a big mistake. Should have bought the musical fidelity because they're selling it for like $600. I should have got that one. The only dog my cats tolerate is a pug because they don't know. Man, Richard, if there's one guy I can count on to make me laugh during live streams, it's the Duke of Canada. I think they only glow when a reactor. What? Where'd it go? Something. There's a nuclear joke in here. Oh, the Chernobyl Ferris wheel. Okay, I got it. I don't know. I think they only glow when a reactor that has the control rods pulled all the way out. It depends on what type of reactor. If it has a negative coefficient of reactivity, a reactor with the rods all the way pulled out will slowly shut itself down. That's the difference between US reactors and a graphitically moderated reactor that like the one at Chernobyl. Because they have a positive coefficient of reactivity. Then it melts down. Any other questions? What up, hi-fi guy? I prefer the fat-free English bulldog. I had an English bulldog. His name's Tugboat. He lives with my wife's grandmother now, and she gets confused and calls him Trump. She loves that dog. Greetings from Belgium. Best speakers for you at the moment. Ooh, there's been so many. I'm listening to Q Acoustics 3030Is, and they're pretty impressive. Puri and Novus are great. ELAC, Unify UB52s, great. Diamond Wharfdale or Wharfdale Diamond 12.2s. They're pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Hold on. I got my good glasses. Now we're talking. One moment. I'm not going to have to. Oh, there it is. All right. The Duke of Canada is okay. Hello from the Philippines. Don't really have any experience with external DACs. Would using a shit Modi multi-DAC improve the sound of my CD player? I would go out on a limb and say yes, it will. It depends on the CD player though. If you have like a really expensive CD player, maybe not. I would imagine though that whatever DAC's in your CD player, the multi-bit is going to be better. However, they're kind of out of stock right now. Have you personally heard the Emotiva T2 Plus towers? I certainly have. They're in my living room right now. 3030 review, 3030i review coming soon. Maybe Saturday. Chernobyl radiation is electromagnetic radiation emitted when a charged particle, such as an electron, passes through a dielectric medium at a speed greater than the phase velocity. All right. No thermal neutrons, no slow neutrons, nothing like that. No fast neutrons, no beta gamma radiation or alpha radiation. Believe it or not, I worked in nuclear power for a significant portion of my adult life. Yes, you're pretty. Have you heard of the monitor audio bronze 100s? I have not. Who do you find as what do you define as cheap? As a one limit for your speaker damp out. $600 is kind of the limit right now. There's a few things that have kind of eked above that, but right now 600 per component. So $600 speaker, $600 amp, 600. That's kind of the top. Wharfdale Diamond 12.2, big too big. For what? Don? Any plans to review NAD equipment? I'd love to, except they're not returning my emails. I was going to email them last night and I didn't. You are an adult now. Kind of. I have children, pay taxes, have a mortgage. I do all the things that adults do, except for get on YouTube and make an idiot of myself. Don, you keep chiming in with these negative comments. I'm going to zap you. What record player is that behind you? Ooh, that's the Fluence. John Shepler coming in hot. $5, $250 is going to Homes for Our Troops. Great veterans organization. John, I have a question for you, actually. I need to talk to you about something. I want to commission something from you for another YouTuber. They're lively and super clear, just not super flat. Which speaker, Sean? I have guitars, no kids, never going to be an adult. I don't blame you. I have children, and I still act and think like a child. Cheap rules. It's a great time for us cheap guys. It certainly is. Louis Sipes with a $50 dropping the mic. I dropped this mic, but it cost more than $50. Best channel besides Ron's. You could have just told me you're my favorite while you're in here. Then you tell Ron he's your favorite. But Louis, I think that is awesome. I appreciate it. $25 going to Homes for Our Troops. John says, just text me. I got a good idea. I don't know if you can do it. I'm sure you can, though. I'm sure you can. Ooh, ice sticks in the house. Whatever happened to Machete? He used to moderate this crazy train. Chuck, it's a Daro, $249 Filipino. I don't know what type of currency that is, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Chuck. Any advice for a new homeowner? My fiance and I are going to close a week from now, and I'm a little nervous. I don't know. Get one of those home warranties. So if your AC goes out, it's like $50. Actually, have the seller pay for it. But if you're going to close, you probably already agreed on everything. I don't know. Take care of it. It's like a car. Just take care of your house. Hargoni Yamaki, $3.99 Canadian. You're awesome. You guys are all awesome. Louis Sipes throwing down the gauntlet with 50 bones. Y'all awesome. Got the Morants and our 1200 running. Oh, hey, I saw your comment earlier today. But plan to upgrade my speakers. What's your top all-around stand mount speaker for under $500? Well, there's a few. Okay, Wharfdale 12.2, very neutral, very good bass. Eclipse RP600M are great. They have a bit of a dip in the mid range, but that's fine. Purion Novus, they're smaller. If you can get them on open box, they're $450. Q Acoustics 3030Is are pretty awesome. They play pretty big. ELAC Unify UB52s can sometimes be found for $500 or below. SVS Prime bookshelves, really good. $500. Home warranty for sure. Thanks for answering. Bronze 100 speakers are awesome, by the way. I'd love to try them. You using beard oil? If so, any recommendations? My wife got me some. I can't remember what it's called, but it has tea tree oil in it. And then when I take a shower, I smell it in the morning and it wakes me up. Very nice. Yeah. I don't know exactly. Am I a clip shader? I literally just recommended one, RP600M. And I just got some I got some clips. I'm not going to tell you what kind they are. You got to wait for the review. I got them to go with the Rysong A10 back here. I don't know if you can see it. It's reflecting over there. Matt. Thanks, buddy. $4.99. $4.99. Carbon or paper base, either one. Yeah, they all have good paper. I don't know, like true paper woofers. You don't find them a lot. I think Tecton does paper woofers. Yes, GR can make those. Sony's great. So can you. And the Sonys are fine by themselves. I mean, you don't need to spend a whole bunch of money. A lot of people love the Sonys right out of the box. But I mean, let's be honest. GR research is going to make anything better. You start throwing $200 in crossovers at something at a $75 speaker, chances are things are going to get better. JR, my thoughts on Ryson amps are they're really good, really awesome. Really, really awesome. So I'm looking to rip my CDs onto a hard drive. Is there a comprehensive video on what program to use? I use Exact Audio Copy. It's a free download. And then you rip it and then you go and you find the album art and then it pulls it all in and then it turns it from wave into FLAC. And then you just put it on. Where'd it go? How to connect subwoofer to amp. Does cheap amp have subwoofer out? You don't need a subwoofer out. If your amp does not have a subwoofer out, if you have a subwoofer with speaker level inputs, you just grab a little signal right off the speaker line. And then sometimes you can run the speakers back from the subwoofer to your actual speakers, or you can just run a line to your speakers from your amp and then a little tiny, you're just grabbing a signal. So you don't need like any crazy cables going down to it. But if you don't have a sub out, you'll need a sub with speaker level inputs. Or if you have a preamp out, then you can run it via the preamp. Most of the time, if you don't have it, yeah, sometimes I do. My cheap glasses are fogging up. Hating clips is too general of a statement, but they make great stuff. And I don't hate clips. RP600M is great. The speakers I got, I have really high hopes for. Ooh, who just dropped Landon Porter $50? You guys are too generous, but $25 is going to Homes for Our Troops. What hat am I using for the Raspberry Pi? Mine, I use the Hi-Fi Berry Digi Pro. Where's that? It's over there. Hi-Fi Berry Digi Pro. It's like $40, $47. Actually, I think I put that in my favorite things from audio companies that you not know good video. I think it's up today. That video is up today. I have that linked in the description. Barry's been using Exact Audio Copy for over 10 years. Yeah. Richard, looking for a speaker for the massage room that is the same size as the DefTech Pro 800. What is better? What do you suggest? If you want something cheap, the Yamaha S801s are good. If you want something better, the Dolly Spectre ones, Klipsch RP400M, pretty good, all small. And you're probably not going to be blasting it in there while people are getting a massage. So probably something small. We're getting a lot of comments tonight. What has been your biggest WTF moment listening to a piece of gear, expectation to hate it, and ended up being blown away? It's a good question. I've never had the expectation that I'm going to hate something. I've had the expectation that I hope it's good. Polk R100s were definitely that. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they're good. I hope they're good, and they were. The rice, I have low expectations, and something exceeds them. The Orchard Audio Pecan Pie. exceeded my expectations. But that has nothing to do with the streamer. It has everything to do with the DAC. The Vista Audio Spark didn't have any expectations and was blown away by it. Yeah. Yeah. Title's pretty cool too. I was like, title's not gonna be that great. Title's pretty good. I like it. Uh Swan, Hy-Vee, I think great. They're great. They have a really cool three-way kit on Amazon. I think it has a ribbon tweeter. Don, yes, they are Grados. They're a bit light in the bass for me, but that's okay. That's why God created bass boost. Swan M3A are some of the best I've heard for the money. That's good to know. Are you building? Where'd it go? Are you building the XLS Encore kit? Yes, if it ever gets sent to me. Ordered on March 7th. I contacted Danny today, and he said they're going out either today or tomorrow. Holding my breath. Holodeck. Kef LXX. Good small guys. There you go. Don's chiming in again. Have you heard anything good or bad about the Dayton Audio APA 150? No, let's look it up. DAYTON. Was it A1? A150. A150. Compelling stuff tonight here on the live stream. Are you talking about the driver? Oh, that's the RS 150. Actually, I think I have that driver in house. I'll have to look it up later. Love the new merch. Thank you. Thank you. I like this t-shirt. I was like, I got it out and it was like huge. And I'm like, there's no way this is gonna fit me. And then I put it on and like fit perfectly. I'm like, oh, I have no self-awareness of how large of a person I am. I love my Clips Pro Media 2.1. I've heard great things about it. Congrats on 19K subs. Thank you. Polk R200 versus Emotiva B1 Plus. Okay, so first of all, I haven't heard the R200. The R100 versus the B1 Plus. R100 is it's better, has a better mid-range. But the B1 Plus is small and can be used for desktop. You can use the R100 for a desktop, but it's a little bit big for a desktop. I would say the B1 Plus is maybe more fun. The R100 is more refined, but still fun. Like a guy in a suit that can get hammered and then get in a bar fight. The B1 Plus is kind of like a younger kid that gets into bar fights regularly, if that makes sense. Goes to 7 has a APA 150s. Do I have any interaction with GR Research? Yes, today. Have you heard any of his gear? Not yet, but I'm getting ready to. Scott Pledger just pledged $50 for the troops and for you to grab a couple drinks. Thank you. Tomorrow, I have a special drink I drink that's not coffee. Scott, that's very, very, very generous of you. Very generous of you. You guys are awesome. Actually, I'm getting ready to donate. So tomorrow, maybe even tonight, I'm going to do the Homes for Our Troops donation for last month for February. So it's going to be cool. I'll put it in the comments or the community section. Louis Sipes, 120 watch and 26 likes? Question mark. Slap the like button. Just punch it. Real hard. Michael Walker, $5. Awesome. Like slapped. Slam the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be notified when the idiocy happens every morning at 6:45. You're on the cheap audio, man. Just bought the Emotiva B1 Plus. Those little speakers rock. That's the best way to describe them. That's the tag. That's what they should have on the website. These little speakers rock. That's the best way to do it. A favorite phono amp. Good evening. I don't have a ton of experience. I got one was quite good. I can't remember the name. I think it was an outfit out of Eastern Europe. It was very good. It was $200. I really liked it. Woo, doo, doo. I'm sure shit has a kick-ass, excuse me, really good phono amp. I think Emotiva's got a phono amp. Ooh, iFi Zen phono. Okay, Don, I'm gonna agree with you because everything that I have heard from iFi has been fantastic. Hint, check out tomorrow's video tomorrow morning at 6:45 Central Standard Time. All right, Don's very opinionated about the shit. See, now we have some different opinions. Shit Manny is pretty good. There you go. Favorite track to test gear? Well, I have a bunch of tracks linked in every video. That's my test track playlist, and I use a variety of them. I can't not just one, a whole bunch of them I use, but I only use like tiny portions of each track. But if a speaker's really good, then I just end up listening to it. Don't get Penn football started. He's gonna get you. I have a pair of Polk RTI A7s. I got some RTI A3s, I think. Use them with the Marantz. After a while, it gets fatiguing. What other would you suggest to pair with them? I don't think it's your amp because if it's a Marantz, it's probably pretty lush. It's just the way the speaker's set up. It's boosted a bit up there. Crown are too dry sounding. Yeah, put something in front of it, like something maybe 2B or like a Burr Brown DAC. It might liven it up a bit. I need to spend some more time. I have the Crown here, but I agree with you. It's real clinical. It gives you everything. It just gives you it. But I think that's why it's really important to get something in front of it. Ooh, got the Lintons, Pure Direct with mini DSP. And my dad, what you think and what would you upgrade? Well, dude, it sounds like you got everything you need there, Jimmy. Pure direct mode. Do 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 do. Ron just chimed in. Let's tell Ron to get in here. Hold on. One moment. Compelling stuff here on the live stream again. Get on my live stream. Sometimes my phone auto corrects to lice and I kind of get it lice stream. Get on my lice stream. I'm just kidding. I don't have lice. I just got rid of it last week. Lampenzator. Yeah, it makes a nice phono. I'm sure it's super cheap too, Don. I'm sure it fits right into this, right into the wheelhouse. If you have $600 in your pocket and love the B1 Plus, would you pick Polk R100 or Puri Novus or ELAC UB52? Okay, that's a great question. Large room UB52, medium room probably Polk R100. If you're going to be closer to the wall, a Puri Novus. That's how I do that. That's how I would do that. Because the B1 R100 and well, the UB52 is also front ported. Oh, Vista Audio. You know what? I should have said them. Yeah. If it's anything like their the Spark, it's got to be a winner. Ooh, there's Salvador. Bought the Emotiva B1 Plus, just starting to listen to it and really like the sound. The aesthetics, not so much. Here's what I suggest about the B1 Plus. Go somewhere and go to a place that you like the speaker, like I don't know, a flea market or your local thrift store. Hollow it out, stick the B1 Plus into it. There's Ron. No, what else is a great question? Who is the greatest YouTuber of all time? That's easy. Randy the Chief anyway. Hey, Ron, guess what? Somebody dropped $50, Louis Sipes, I believe, and he said, "Besides Ron, you're my favorite YouTuber." So how does that make you feel, Ron? People are love the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ooh, how do the R100 compare with something like the Clips RP600M? Way better mid-range, better bass presence at lower volumes, more refined highs, better soundstage. I don't think the RP600s compete with the Polk R100s. I don't. But at $440, I think the Klipsch is a pretty good buy. Now, if like the R100s come down to 500, R100s all day long, twice on Sunday. I hope that makes sense. What's up, Thomas Tucker? Double T. There's Bangarang jumping in here. Penn Football loves Ron over at New Record Day. It's probably because Ron reviews $10 trillion man labs, manly labs. It's better than saying not manly labs, effeminate labs. Effeminate labs monoblocks probably wouldn't be very popular. The clips are $700 minimum in the UK, but thanks for input. Love the review on the new Polk. Hey man, if you're in the UK, just grab yourself a nice pair of Wharfdale Diamond 12.2s, or heck, the Lintons are probably cheap over there, man. Wharfdale and Q Acoustics are solid. Q Acoustics 3030i. I like it. Do you think the new Polk would make for a good 7.1 setup? I think that's overkill. Like if you want to get like your front three on the reserve series, do it. But like rears, get something else. You don't need all that in the rears. Just get something real nice. Ooh, new record day. Ron's dropping in with the amplification fires. Yeah, I like those. I hook my speakers up to the amplification fire. Ooh, best low volume speaker. Good question. Period Novus are pretty darn good at low volumes. ELAC WB 5.2, pretty solid at low volumes. Yamos are pretty solid at low volumes, but they're really scooped in the mid range and not very deep, not very like nuanced. They're detailed, but they're not nuanced. Do I like Macintosh? I haven't heard any. Way outside the channel for like price range. Triangle Bro 3s are good at low volumes. Okay, that's good to know. I had them. I didn't think there was as detailed as the Clips or the ELACs. Debut reference. These glasses are horrible. Penn Football's not opinionated at all about stuff. He makes broad reaching statements without explaining himself. Gotta get some budget subs in for review and a sub shootout. Well, interestingly enough, I have the SVS SB1000, SVS SB1000 Pro, and the Emotiva SE12. How's that for a sub shootout? Duke of Canada. Waiting for an attractive Unify reference bookshelf. So am I. I can't wait. So yummy. Also sounds squishy and loose and too dark. Oh, Don. Don, do you not like get enough hugs in the morning from your loved ones? Try some Fruity Pebbles, Lucky Charms. Just give yourself a treat every afternoon. Go to McDonald's, get yourself an ice cream cone. Have something to look forward to, so you don't have to come in and crap all over stuff. It's all right. It's gonna be all right. Be happy. Turn that frown upside down. Ooh, all decks sound the same. No, they don't. Listen to Pecan Pie Deck. Then listen to the E30 DAC. Then listen to the i5 Zen DAC on the same speakers with the same amp and tell me that they don't sound different. I would challenge you. What's your opinion of planar magnetic headphones? I love them. I love them. Love planar magnetics. I got a whole bunch of them. Fostex over there. Monoprice M570s, Monoprice M565s. Emotiva, I think, is planar magnetic. What other planars? Pandas. That's a kind of a planar hybrid. Yeah. Oh, average guy hi-fi's chiming in about the Period Virus 3 at low volumes. Just beautiful with my Emotiva amp. Ooh, average hi-fi guy, and I got some similar tastes. Although I haven't heard the Virus, but pretty sure I'm gonna love them. Hopefully, unless they sound like cats mating. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Well, I wanted to buy a pair of bookshelves from you signed, but guess not seeing my comments. I don't know. Thanks for the videos and laughs. Chuck, I'll sign you. I'll sign a pair of bookshelves for you. Send them right over to you. I'll send you like a piece of paper with my signature, like a blank a check, and then you can tape it to your speaker. What product was a disappointment for you? SMSL DA8S. Disappointed. I had high hopes. It was a balanced little amplifier. And it just wasn't very good. The screen was like that big. Like, why even put a screen on there? It was gonna be that big. Ooh, stage A130 with a sub or A170, A130 with a sub all day long. You have so much more possibilities, right? And the sub's going to go lower than the towers, depending upon the sub, of course. But then you get to tweak it, and then you get to move the stuff around. So much more opportunity and freedom with a sub and a pair of bookies than towers, in my opinion. People will disagree. I get it. That's how I do it. No, not the D8S, 8S. It's okay. The DA8S is okay. If you have like the SU8, if you are going to be on a desktop, if you don't want to turn the volume knob by hand, it's great. It doesn't sound bad. It's got some pretty cool EQ settings. It just wasn't for me. Oh, Kef R300. I haven't spent any time with it. I inspired you to get an open box PM 6006, the Emotiva B1 Plus, and my ancient missed it. Oh, Ancient Clips KG 2.5, crazy good sound for cheap. I love it. Love it. That sounds awesome. Drop Pain is utterly awesome. I agree, Jason. I binge listened for 4 hours last night. They're supposed to be coming out with an app. I keep emailing Drop, and they're like, yeah, 2 weeks, 10 days. And then that's like 6 weeks ago. Do you review tower speakers? Yes. And to that point, do you enjoy them? Yes. Do you prefer a bookshelf sub combo? Yes. 3 questions, 3 yeses. Oh, I see Sundara somewhere. Use my minute. Oh, okay, here we go. Have the cheap Grado and like them. Am I missing out? Sundara worth it? I've got the Sundaras. They're great. I added some bass into them. If you can EQ them and add a little bass, Senderas are quite good. Senderas actually reminded me of the HD 800S by Sennheiser, which is $1,700 headphones, except they didn't have the nagging resonance that the HD 800S have at about 2K, and about the same bass. Not quite as like detailed and open as the 800S, but at like a sixth of the price. Senderas. They don't have a lot of bass though, so if you're going into it thinking they're going to be cannons, they're not going to. Very few floor standing speakers give you proper full range from 20 to 20. Don, I agree with that. Don's just burning up the keyboard tonight. Don, are you getting carpal tunnel? I love my cheap Grados. Good sound, like the 80s if I remember. Yeah, that's what I have on. I wish they had more bass, but that's cool. I got an EQ. Ooh, Wharfdale 12.2 versus Polk Reference. That could be happening. Actually, I think a better comparison would be the 12.1s. We'll do that. That's a good Saturday shootout. Wharfdale 12.2, the R100. It's backwards. Maybe I should write backwards. Scott Pledger saying they really respond well to EQ. I think you're talking about planar magnetic headphones, and if you are correct, sir. Is it better to buy good vintage equipment at a discount than buy inexpensive new? Do you ever hear the large Advent speakers? I'll say it's better to buy new speakers in the same price range, simply because speaker technology has come a long way. Just joined, so I missed the A130 question. $90 for Clips R41M. No. No, the R51M is not worth $90. The Sony SSCS5 destroys the R51M, and the A130 is better than the Sony SSCS5s. No contest between the R41. R series, in my opinion, and I've spent some time with it, directly compared to other speakers, does not. No, if you're going to buy a Klipsch, go to the RP series. All the R series is completely overpriced. What's Bo's deal? I don't know. Have you listened to Emotiva headphones? Yes, I have. They're right up there. They're good, quite good, quite good. Just like everything, Emotiva has not made a stinker yet for me. Oh, I thought I got a super chat. Got all excited. Got all excited about the super chat, but it was not to be. There was no super chat. There's way too much snobbery and pretentiousness. Yeah, I'm gonna add sanctimonious asshats instead of instead of a DAC hat. It's an ass hat. Yeah, in hi-fi audio, you are not that. You are real. I am real. Keep it going. Question: what's the best thing in hi-fi you've experienced in the last year? Ooh. From amps, it would have to be the Vista Audio Spark or the Rysong A10. Okay. For speakers, and it might just be because I just heard them, the Polk R100, the ELAC Unify UB52, or the Pyrean Novus. For streamers, the Pecan Pi by Orchard Audio. Excuse me. Oh, Richard says it doesn't show backwards on your end. Oh, cool. It's a trap. JC says vintage is a trap. I just remember Return of the Jedi. It's a trap. Admiral Akbar. I don't know why I know that. You would think I'd fill my head with better things than Admiral Akbar yelling, "It's a trap." Holy cow, there's a whole bunch of smiley faces. Asshat. Alex Kidd liked it. What's the oldest piece of audio equipment you still use? I got the whole RTI series upstairs. I don't use it personally. My son uses it all the time. I got an old Oppo Blu-ray player I use as a CD transport down there. It's super old. Oh, I got an old Anthem integrated 225 I was listening to this morning. Well, and this afternoon. It's old. Older. These glasses are worthless for fogging up. I wonder if I have my other ones. For headphone amps, topping A90, iFi Zencan. Pretty solid. If you're into THX, the Drop THX Triple A1. Yeah, the Zencan's cool though, man. It's got a cool bass boost, a cool 3D thing that's not like over the top. $150, I think. My problem is that I have Randy's budget, Ron's taste, and Sean's pretentiousness. Pretensions. Okay. How about the Andover streamer? Any experience? No. If I would go with a pecan pie or a raspberry pie, if you can, over the whatchamacallit, Andover streamer, simply because you can get gapless streaming with a raspberry Pi. I keep wanting to call it pecan pie. Are your kids cam disciples? No, not at all. They think I'm an idiot. Are you just a weird nerdy dad with them? No, usually I'm grumpy with them. Occasionally I get funny. I'm actually gonna have my 16-year-old glue up the enclosures for all the DIY stuff coming in. I'm gonna film it and then I'm gonna make stupid jokes. That's gonna be a lot of fun. You've talked me into staying with my Amazon HD until a shit modi after hearing the streaming reviews, even with the live gaps and live streams. Yeah. Well, you need a streamer um to get into that. I mean, if you're running from your computer, you're not gonna have gaps. Where do I get the pecan pie streamer? Orchardaudio.com. Randy was still a young in the 70s. I was very young in the 70s. Born in 76. Gen X. Gen X solidarity. We're the last generation pre-internet, post-internet, latchkey kids. It's getting hot in here. Ooh, okay. Project. All right. Don's coming in with some knowledge. Project was the phono amp I had. It was a pretty good one. Ooh, phone's lighting up. Bedtime reminder. Ooh, would I miss a lot if I went with JBL A130 insular e-liking? So that's a really good question, and I would call the A130 kind of like a cheaper version of the Emotiva Unify UB52. So, with that said, are you giving up something? Yes. Is it a lot? Probably not as much as you think it is. Those A130s are pretty spectacular. Ooh, I was born in 95. All right. I don't think I used the internet till I was a young teenager. Maybe it's not that common in my generation. Yeah, maybe not. I was a freshman year in college in 95. Being all silly. Burner's Gen X proud. Ooh, Fire Stick. Louis Sipes. Oh, Fire Stick for your streamer. Oh, okay. Um, I don't know if that plays gapless or not. I haven't tried it. I think you're limited to 1644.1 if it will even play. I think it will play. I think the Fire Stick plays Amazon HD. Are you building out GR Research X Static DIY? I'm building out the Encore. Building out the Encore. Recently scored a set of Tecton Lore 800. It's a beautiful sounding set. The Lore reference and the Lore M are in your channel's price range. Any desire to review them? Yes. I talked to, I believe his name is Eric. I need to reach out to him again. Yeah, my knees. Every time I walk down the stairs, there's clicks, clicks, clicks. Clicks, clicks, clicks. Ooh, Les Matthews, born in 52. All right. 52. Have you heard any Parasound Hagel name? I have not. I've heard of them. Oh, I take that back. I have heard Hagel at a viewer's house. Ooh, There's John. I should have started programming more on my Commodore. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Commodore. I could have started Facebook or YouTube. You could, John. You could have Commodore. I like that. Ooh, favorite hard rock guitar solo. Hmm. I'd have to think on that one. Randy, are the Yamaha S803 okay for bassy dance and electronic? Yeah, they are. Actually, I think they would excel at it. Where I think they fall down is in like acoustic stuff, bass detail. They're bass present, but they're bumped on the. They're a U shape, so I think electronic and dance would probably be right up their alley. Hey, there's Brock, B Rock. I started my career programming on a Commodore 64. B Rock's the man. He's my good buddy. My credit card is scared of expensive equipment. I don't blame you, Michael. Hey, Louie, thanks so much for the super chat, man. That was super, super generous of you. I appreciate it. Good night to you, my friend. Is today Thursday? Yeah, it is Thursday. Okay. I lose track of time. Oh my gosh, I should have my fan on. It's so hot. Isn't expensive equipment what credit cards are for? Yeah, expensive subjective though. Expensive to a lot of people is $300, like me. There's Scott. I also gotta get going. Good night, Scott. Thank you so much for your super chat, man. That was very, very, very generous of you. Have you ever listened to Anastasia? Is that how you say it? No, I haven't. Maybe I have. I don't know. Do, 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 do. Oh, if I had time in a bottle. I'm gonna turn on the AC. It's great about Texas. One week your pipes are frozen solid. The next week your AC is going. Cancel that. Go over here. Cancel that. iPhone 8's dying. Very slowly. Here we go. Go to that. Go to that. Got my app here. Favorite drummer? Ooh, probably Neil Peart. He's the guy. Oh, and John Bonham. God, it says it's that cold in here. I don't believe it. Turn it down. Neil Peart, because Neil Peart does stuff that I'm like I can't even conceptualize. Like John Bonham does something cool I couldn't do, but at least I can like visualize it. Neil Peart's just doing stuff that I'm like I have no idea what he's doing. Ooh, best bass track for testing. That's easy. Intergalactic by Beastie Boys. Goes all the way to the bottom. Narcissistic Cannibal by Korn. There's very, very low sub bass in that. That's a great way to test headphones because a lot of stuff you won't even hear it. And then Killing Strangers by Marilyn Manson. And then actually, I listened for bass neutrality via Highway to Hell by AC/DC because bass drum should be really tight. Also, The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. Bass drum should be really tight. If it's thick, then the speaker's bumped on the bottom. Speaker that disappointed me the most. The debut 6.2 by ELAC. I had super high expectations for it. Ooh, wee. Iowa Audio Review Primus. Them damn blue collar tweakers. Guess who's going to a Primus concert in June? In June. This guy. Actually, I should buy tickets. Is Eclipse RP600M better with tube or Class D? Ooh, tube. Well, it depends on the Class D. If it's like the SVS sound base, Eclipse is going to sound pretty solid. If it's like a SMSL or topping, you're going to want to turn up the bass or turn down the treble. If it's the Rysong A10, Eclipse is going to sound pretty good on there. Q Acoustic 30i bookshelf speakers, good. Absolutely. Probably doing the review tomorrow, maybe up on Saturday. Probably no Saturday speaker shootout this week. Ooh, on a big brown beaver. How about uh something puppies? Too many puppies. Yeah, too many puppies. And then what's that? I can't think of it. It's actually my favorite song. Neil Peart and Bonham. Yeah, yeah, great drummers. Bass, Brian Adams, somebody. Ooh, Dr. C in the house. What's up, Dr. C? From the Big Easy? Do, 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 do. Oh, my name is Mud. Yeah. My name is Mud. Hit me up the side of the head with an aluminum baseball bat. My name is. This week is My Name is Mud. Last week it was 25 or 6 to 4. Phantasm's telling people to tell everybody about this channel. I want to see 20K by March 31st. Thank you, Dr. C. We're close. I think we're like at 19,250 or something. Let's take a look. Close dashboard. 19,235. Let me refresh that. 19,235. Hey, Brock. Thanks. It's cheap audio. Lights are going out. I think that might be that might mean it's time to go. I'm glad you mentioned Chocolate Chip Trip in your videos from time to time. Best recorded track on the album. That thing is awesome. You get a good sound staging speaker. Ooh, boy. And imaging. It just goes back and forth all around you. Good stuff. What speaker would you recommend for someone who owns UB5, Q350, and Wharfdale 12.2? Well, Ed, you've got some of the best ones that I think. B1 Plus might be good because all the 350, the UB5, and the 12.2 are all really neutral. You might want to get some fun speakers in there or funner. Uh, yeah, ELAC Unify or ELAC Debut B6 would be fun. Emotiva B1 Plus, a lot of fun. Are there any tube amplifiers with Bluetooth? There are, but they're not very good, and they're like monoprice and stuff. What I would recommend is getting a decent tube amp, like a Rysong A10, 20, A50, something like that. Go to China Hi-Fi audio.com. They have a lot of good ones. They're a legit outfit. They'll send it to you. And then get yourself a high quality Bluetooth streamer like the iFi Zen Blue, and then just plug it into one of the RCAs. You'll be way happier with that setup than you would getting one of the cheap. And it's the cheap ones with Bluetooth generally aren't even true tube amps. They're generally like a tube buffer with like, I don't know, class A out or something like that. How much time and hours a week do you put into your reviews, including prepping for the actual video? Oh, prepping, editing, doing the video? Oh, a lot. Um, Probably 30 or 40 on top of my job. I do a lot of stuff when people go to sleep. I stay up a little bit late. I do a lot of headphone and earbud, like up, like miraculously came back up. Yeah, I spent a lot of time doing this. Yeah, that's what I do. Maybe even more than 30 or 40 hours. I mean, I'm constantly listening to stuff. Even when I'm working, I still have stuff on in the background. Ooh, do 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 do. Hector Sanchez. Love your work, man. I want to get into this hobby. Your work is a great reference to start off. Thanks, Hector. Get yourself a pair of Sony SSCS5s or JBL A130s, and then get yourself a reasonably priced amp. Mm-mm-mm. Bob Marley, great lifetime hobby. Who don't like music? I'll tell you who. People that don't like to fill their soul with happiness. Ooh, I fell in with the Metallica crowd more myself. Yeah. Dr. C, what do you think of the t-shirt? I think Dr. C's got a free t-shirt in his future. Ooh. All right. 10:52. A couple more minutes, and then Cam's going to bed. Now I got to listen to My Name Is Mud tonight. Ooh, Arena Rocks is Zeppelin. Ooh, love Zeppelin. The Ocean, uh, Over the Hills. Do 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 do. Phantasm. Don't buy one, man. I'll send you something. Actually, I don't have like stock of it. Actually, it comes straight from Teespring. I did order some stuff though. I'm gonna get in a coffee mug. I know that's shocking to everybody. Ooh, with the Rising A10 move, my Emotiva B1 Plus. Do you think it'll be a good match? Probably not. I think the Emotiva B1 Plus are pretty low sensitivity. You'll get music out of them. It won't be very loud though. I'd look at something that has Todd Trowbridge, $50, dropping it in last minute. You're the greatest. Thank you. $25 going to Homes for Our Troops. I'm going to do the donation tonight for February. February. Fill your soul with happiness. It's on the back. Yeah. Fill your soul with happiness. Don't binge watch, binge listen, and I think it just says binge listen and fill your soul with happiness. Well, I've got a pair of Cambridge. I need to review those. I haven't heard the Harbeth speakers. Ooh, Greta Van Fleet. Yeah, they're good. Uh, yeah, they're good. And they went as far as to say, I don't know why people are comparing us to Led Zeppelin. Probably because you sound exactly like Led Zeppelin. Um, it's so funny. All right, everybody. Thank you. I love you. Thank you all for the super chats tonight. Very, very gracious, very generous. 50% of it all is going to Homes for Our Troops. It's a great outfit. I bid you good night. Probably be here tomorrow night as well. Have a great night, everybody. And listen to some awesome music. We got a video going up tomorrow morning, 6:45. Watch it if you'd like. Good night, good night, good night.